Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, let's see what the cards have in store for you, okay? Thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you. What message would you like to give to my water babies? Show me clearly, please. Oh, shit. A huge chunk of stuff came out. Okay, so I'm kind of getting like there might like be this purging energy that's kind of taking place. And I'm also kind of getting like where you're at right now is this is not something like that you're need to rush through. It's something that like you might be, it's like you have a lot on your plate to like do, you know, but I don't feel like it's like, in like a bad way. It's almost like, if there's a feast or like you have a full plate type, like you got stuff to eat, you got stuff to do, you have stuff to enjoy. Okay, so we have the Devil, we have the Lovers here, we have the Page of Pentacles, we got the Strength card, Ace of Swords, Emperor, Ace of Pentacles. This is really good energy. Okay, it's a lot of cards. Okay, and you know, last week we didn't like how the shit came out, and I was gonna do it again, but you know, since that's gonna be and probably is that reoccurring theme for you right now, it's just like allow for it to come out, allow for it to be released, because this is what's going to help you be able to see like what doesn't really have the space or the capacity for, you know, you. And it could even be certain emotions or feelings. It could be like this paranoid type of energy, whether that is you, an old version of you, you know, the heartbroken version of you, the heartless version of you, and / our other external individuals, onlookers, people who are on the sidelines. This is like not allowing for disappointment or heartache or even paranoia to cause for you to stay stuck in your head, to cause for you to, you know, be unhealthily attached, you know, to certain, you know, connections, relationships, and maybe even, yeah, especially the ones that you've outgrown. You know, I do feel like Spirit is just telling you to not overthink yourself out of your intuition. Don't, you know, overthink into a way where you're like doubting yourself, especially when it comes to what it is that you're like starting, because this Page of Pentacles here is definitely like you learning how to be more disciplined, you learning, you know, maybe even, you know, about certain patterns, you learning how to, you know, see things in a different way. You are learning how to be more uncomfortable. You're learning how to tap into your strength. You're learning how to tap into your courage. You're learning how to tap into, you know, your sense of resilience to, you know, resist certain things that may tempt you, whether that is a specific dynamic, how you show up in a connection or a relationship, and / are certain connections and relationships that you could have either been enabling or just unhealthily attached to. This is like you finally having that courage and that strength to be more independent, to focus on your own garden, to trust yourself, maybe even to communicate in a new way that's bringing forth this stability. It could even be new projects, new paperwork, new certain agreements, maybe even belief patterns that are rooted in more like optimism, that's rooted in more childlike energy, that's rooted in more fun as well. And I feel like with this Emperor card being here, this is definitely like this energy of following through with the plan, being a person of your word, tapped into your courage and your strength to feel whole and complete. I feel like ultimately that's what this reoccurring theme is like to not feed so much into, you know, how certain people may view me, or maybe even what they may attach me to, you know, even if that's a heartbroken version of myself, or even things that have broken my heart. You know, I don't want to be attached to, you know, that energy at all. This is definitely you entering some sort of new territory. It could be new level of leadership. It could just be like this new sense of responsibility that you're taking for self. It could even be other connections and relationships as well. I feel like this is almost like the energy of someone who is embracing their ability, like they're embracing their power. They're embracing their power to, you know, communicate. They're embracing their power to place people in proper positions as well, whether it's in their life and / are through some sort of hiring process, because, you know, the Emperor is kind of like a boss or an entrepreneur or someone who is in a position of power. So whether this is you or someone outside of you, I do feel like there is almost like someone is starting to get like redeemed. Something is being redeemed. Maybe you're redeeming yourself, whether through your own brand or your work, or even when it comes to just the way things are working out. It definitely looks like there's something that is coming towards you that's helping you to feel more independent. And I do feel like Spirit is ultimately just telling you to allow yourself to be a beginner. Okay, don't feed into criticism, don't feed into disappointment, don't feed into paranoia. Okay, because this is like the beginning of something new and beautiful, and it is going to take some discipline. It is going going to take, you know, some resilience. It's going to take some courage. You know, it's going to take you believing in yourself. And I do feel like through that and allowing yourself to be in this position, you know, things are going to be working out. A team is going to be showing up for you, and / are you, like, this is you getting on the same page, whether it's with children, or, you know, someone that you want to have kids with, or something like that, or maybe even your own inner child. Okay. All right, so with that being said, I really pray this was able to help you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day, evening, on purpose. Protect your peace, and don't let these hoes get you outside yourself. Toodles.